Hello, my friends. It's Carrie Vaca here. Thanks for tuning into my channel where I share all things healthy lifestyle around healing cancer. And today I really want to share something that's been really just in the forefront for me lately, which is this thought or these words around remission and healing and are you healed? This I get these questions almost every single day, and I'm guessing most people with cancer come into this. Well, when you have, so people will say, oh, how's your cancer? Like, are you healed? Are you in remission? And when you have stage 4 cancer, the Western medicine conglomerate, they put labels and they've decided what these labels are. So with stage 4, they say there's no cure. They say there's no remission. They give you what's called no evidence of disease. And that's kind of like the best you can get is with a stage 4 cancer, you can get no evidence of disease. So it's really got me thinking lately. I am 4.5 years out from my diagnosis of stage 4 metastatic breast cancer in May of 2016. I had shrinking in all of my tumors in the first 2.5 months before I started Western medicine. Then I started some hormone suppression. I take Zoladex and Faslodex, and then I take a chemo pill called Ibrance, and everything else. So I had shrinking before I started those things, but then I was like, okay, I want to live. I'm going to do what the doctor's saying. So I'm doing those medications. So that's been 4.5 years. And in that first 2 months I had shrinking, the shrinking continued. All tumors gone within 2 years, 0 tumors left. I have a small scar on my liver that my oncologist, my second oncologist, I've had 3 now. My latest one is amazing. But the interesting thing is my last oncologist, she let me believe that that spot on my liver that we kept seeing in the scan was actually cancer, when it was actually most likely dead, like scar tissue, skin, dead cancer cells. It is not active. It is not moved. It's so tiny they couldn't actually even put a measurement on it. And finally, after all these scans, I kept trying to get rid of it, and I felt so like, oh God, why can't I get rid of this tumor? And then she's like, oh, that's not really a tumor. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like I've been like addressing this like it's cancer. So I had actually been, I don't have active cancer in my body, and this, I'm going on 4.5. I am at 4.5 years, almost 5 years in May. So it really got me thinking, because people keep asking me, so I'm always say I'm healing cancer. Well, at this point in the game, I don't feel like I'm healing it. I feel like I've healed it. If I'm in a constant thought process of, oh, I'm still having to heal this, it's very interesting. Just like, why can't we say that at this point, like, why do they decide, oh, you can't use the word remission or you can't use the word healed? And when I got the diagnosis and, I said, she said, this cancer will take your life. And I'm like, I don't understand. And she's like, well, it just always comes back. That's what all the doctors say. It always comes back. Well, like my mom had stage 4 cancer more than 16 plus years ago, should have died, still alive. And like, she doesn't tell people I still have cancer. If somebody says, are you healed or are you in remission? It's like, yes, but that's not what the doctors say. So it's just it makes me remember how important our words are. Well, I already know that they're important. It reminds me our words are really important, and I focus so much of my healing on the words I use and positivity, and I am healed. So I just decided I am going to say I'm healed. Like, I do feel healed. I don't feel cancer in my body anymore. I had a real release last year where just, I don't even think of cancer. It's just not a part of my, like, my lifestyle is now my lifestyle. And that's just like, I wouldn't change this for anything. I love how I live. I love how I feel. I love how my body feels. So cancer brought me to this place of healing my sickness, which was my life before. My sickness wasn't the cancer. The cancer came to heal me. So I just really want people to remember and remind themselves that the words that the medical profession use, they're just the words that they chose, and they don't really think about our mindset and how important it is to not live in a fear space. And that you're like, if I was sitting here constantly thinking like, oh, I'm never going to be healed, what is that going to do for me? That is not helpful. If I'm sitting here right now saying I am tumor free, I've been tumor free for 3 years, I don't need to live in a mindset that when people ask me, because I'm like, I don't want to trick people. So if somebody says to me, are you in remission? Well, this is my standard answer. Well, the medical profession says I'm not, and I say I am. And I feel like beyond remission, I'm healed, because my heart and my soul are healed. And if I die tomorrow, or if I get tumors tomorrow and they kill me, I was still healed, because the healing needed to happen totally separate from the cancer. The healing happened because of the cancer. So that's how I look at it. So I'd be curious to see how you guys navigate when people ask, especially with a stage 4 cancer, are you in remission? Are you healed? And I encourage people, if you don't have cancer and you have a friend or family member that has cancer and you want to like check in on them, I find it's really good not to project what you're feeling or thinking about cancer. And you can just say, how is your journey? How are you feeling? And let them decide how they tell you. Because some people just, they'll get this face when I'm like, oh, I'm healing stage 4 cancer. And they'll just be like, oh, I'm like, no, don't take your face, like take that away. That's not how I feel. So we don't want any kind of projections. But I think it's good to, if you do want to ask how somebody's doing, you can just say, how are you doing on your journey? Because I don't think everybody has the kind of mindset that I do to just be able to say like, yes, I'm healed. I'm owning that now, and I'm wanted to make this video to say this out loud, that I'm owning that I'm healed. So whatever happens with tumors or cancer, it doesn't matter. I am healed, and I will continue to keep healing. But cancer is not, I don't need to have that in my mind every day that I'm battling this thing, because I'm not. So I hope this helps anybody out there that's navigating these same kind of thoughts around stage 4 cancer. This feels really healthy to me to look at it as I am healed until I'm not, and even if I get a tumor, that doesn't mean I'm not healed. That just means that cancer wants me to pay attention a little bit more. So thank you for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, share if you feel called. It's really, really helpful if you are on YouTube to hit the like button or to hit the subscribe button, so that the videos get shown better in their algorithms. Thank you again for tuning in. And I'd love to hear your comments. And until next time.